How you doing? This is Big Beamo What Ifs, and this is part two to What If Luffy Was Overpowered. Like, subscribe, please. Alright, so, let's just hop into it. I don't really have too much of an intro. Anyways, where we left off is right after they recruited Usopp. Uh, you know, uh, Beat the shit out of the Kuro pirates. Kuro. Anyways, now it's on to the Baratie arc. Alright, so they would arrive at the Baratie, if I'm correct, but just beforehand, uh, Usopp would still, just as in canon, be practicing his. He would be practicing his cannonball like firing, and the same thing would happen where it's the thing with the marine ship and crashing into. Oh no, was it cannonball firing or was it just getting into like a? I think it was just getting into like a altercation with the marines and basically damaging the Baratie. Um, Obviously that would happen. The whole thing about Luffy having to work. Um, what else? What else? All right. So everything would go basically the same. Uh, First, Sanji being Sanji beating Full Body was his name, I think. Correct? If I'm correct, Full Body. Um, the Marine guy. Then feeding Don Krieg's right hand man. Um, Luffy trying to recruit Sanji. And then Sanji feeding the rest of the Don Krieg pirates. All right, now just like in canon, they would complain about their ships being basically almost destroyed, and by Mihawk. And they would be like, "Yo, let's take the Baratie." The whole like attack thing, like the Baratie battle mode thing happens where they have the deck. Sanji would still fight the Pearl guy, and I think Zoro as well would. They would get into the scrap with the right hand man and the sword, the uh, the Pearl guy. But when it comes to Luffy, uh, I think he would just use what, if I'm correct, it was like one like he doesn't need to go all out on Don Krieg. I think it would just take like one armament hockey infused punch. I'm not too sure about the colors of hockey. I think apparently invisible hockey is like the strongest. Or no. I don't I don't I don't know which one's the stronger and which one's not. But anyways, he would put some hockey into his fist and one shot Don Krieg through his armor. Like, I mean, that armor doesn't stand a chance. But the same thing would happen. I feel like he would gum whip the rest of the crew just to get it done and over with, and he'd probably take down the ship, Don Creek's ship, with it, which would in turn take the fun away from Mihawk, who then pulls up, exchanges some words with Luffy since they know each other through Shanks and through meeting each other beforehand while Luffy was training with Shanks. Um, yeah, yeah. Zoro would still challenge Zoro would still challenge Mihawk, be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be the best swordsman, and you're my biggest hurdle," or something like that. He would still get clapped. He would still have his swords break. But yeah, Mihawk's out here like respecting this man. It's like he's like, yeah, yo, he's on Luffy's crew. He gotta be the best swordsman, man. You know, like he has to be, bro. My man's Luffy's gonna be the future pirate king, type shit. You know. Anyways, uh, same thing would happen with the whole sentimental thing and Sanji accepting to join the crew, and now they, if I'm correct, I made Nami leave to Arlong's island beforehand at the beginning of the arc. No, I didn't. I didn't actually. So I think, like knowing Luffy's strength, I think Nami would be out here staying. I think she would be out here staying with Luffy. And this time, like the bounty hunters are there, like the two bounty hunters that know Zoro. Um, Usopp's there and stuff like that. So, anyways, they'll head out to the Arlong pirates. Nami will have a conversation with Arlong with the berries. I mean, hey, but Luffy would be there. So if anything, like feel like Luffy would just stop it in the tracks. Like the Straw Hat crew, like the Straw Hat pirates. So they just walk straight in there before meeting the villagers and stuff. They'd walk straight in there, talk stuff out. If they can't negotiate anything, then it would be like, I think it would be Hachi versus, what was it? Hachi versus Zoro. Luffy literally, he could probably just like legitimately smack Arlong, like, and knock him out, like open palm, like an open palm straight to the face type thing. I feel like he'd probably be fine with disrespecting Arlong like that. Just one smack to the face, knocked out type thing. I don't know. I feel like it's a goofy thing that Luffy would do. Be like, "Yo, you ain't even worth a fist, bruh." Um. Yeah. So, anyways, it'd be solved real quick. Yo, Luffy's the only one who could go up against Arlong at that time, but this Luffy, way too OP. Like this Luffy trumps a million of the other the Luffys beforehand, bro. So I think it would just end quick. They would go to the town, where meet Nami's sister, um, the guy with the spinning wheel on his head. Um, you know, I feel like at this point, Luffy would probably train them for a couple weeks before heading to Loguetown. Like train them in hockey, so that they would have a tiny grasp of it. All right, so now we have Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji. So I think it's on to Loguetown. All right, so now in Loguetown they would arrive. They would obviously try to hide their ship, knowing that like, Marines are on here. Then they would go their separate ways. Sanji would go to the cooking contest, or at least eventually find that cooking contest, I think, and he would cook. He would win because the other chick forfeited. If I'm correct, if I remember, if that's Loguetown, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Loguetown or Logtown, Loguetown. Uh, Anyways, Usopp would get into that duel with Daddy the Father over the goggles that his daughter brought. Um, Usopp would still win the goggles with the sharpshooting, the little what is it? A compass on the top of a thing. I'm not sure what those are called. But he would shoot that. And obviously win the goggles. Zoro, he would go out, find his sword, find the sword shop. Um, he would get the two swords that he usually gets. What, the Nidai Katetsu and the God, I forgot, man. Or is the Nidai Katetsu the one he's always had? Whatever. Obviously he would still meet I forgot her name, the subordinate of Smoker, break her glasses, but he'd probably pay her back like at that moment. Like I feel like Luffy and that his crew would have a bit more money, dude, on them. I don't know. I mean, they're still free spirits, so it might. Zoro might, I think, might go to to mop the floors at the marine base thing. Anyways, so Luffy. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot what Nami does. I think she just goes and buys a ton of stuff and has Usopp carry it all around. Um, what's it called? Um, Now it would be Luffy. Luffy would obviously encounter Smoker, ask him where the execution platform is. He would obviously go to the execution. I think he would find the bar first or something like that. Um, Obviously talk with that bar owner, that one that of like the gold, the the Roger Pirates bar or something. Anyways, he would have the same talk, do the same things that he did beforehand. Then he'd go to the execution platform. I think, right? There was no fight beforehand, right? There might not have been a fight with Smoker before getting to the execution platform. If there was, obviously he wins. He has Haki against the Logia. Smoker has Haki, but he doesn't. He's pretty weak at this point. No, at least compared to Luffy. Um, Now we move on to the execution platform. Alvida and Buggy are there. I don't think they would get into the same situation where Luffy's about to get executed. Honestly, I feel I feel at that point like, because of how dirty he did them. I'm pretty sure like in the moment they would probably be too scared or something. I know for a fact Buggy's a coward, bro. Like, come on. Either that or they'd get into a little fight. Luffy would win. I mean, even against the smooth fruit, I feel like he would find a way to win. Yeah. I feel like Haki would probably prevent that. Like you could hit like even though the body like her body was like her skin was so smooth, pretty sure Haki would be able to punch it without slipping because it's a devil fruit power. Um. Anyways, what else? Huh. Gosh. Okay. Now the obviously the Marines surround him. I feel like no. I feel like the execution platform thing has to happen so people know that he's like, like he has potential. He's he got the will of D, like, so I feel like it would then I feel like it would happen the same way. He wouldn't fight back. He would almost get killed, and then the lightning would strike the platform while he's smiling as he's about to get killed. Um, so same thing happens. Fighter Luffy versus Smoker. Um, Dragon would stop it. Dragon will pull up, stop it. Luffy does obviously still doesn't know about Dragon yet. Um, So, what's it called? Obviously the wind comes in, pushes all the Straw Hats back to the ship, and they dip out. They dip out. And now it's time for the Grand Line. Obviously, they go up. I think what was it called? The Red Line. I think, right. That's the name of it, right? Reverse Mountain. Yeah, Reverse Mountain. Obviously, they go up, and now it's on to where they meet Laboon. All right. Same thing would happen. Like Luffy would get mad. I think it was like poke his eye or something. Anyways, Laboon would eat him. They would find like the mechanical stuff and like Crocus and stuff. And this time, I feel like I mean honestly, the same thing goes. Uh, Obviously Luffy wouldn't start a fight with Crocus, but I mean, yeah, he would be like, "Yo, Shanks trained me" or something like that, and like, like I heard about you. You're part of the Roger Pirates. You're like the healer, or you're the what's it called? The doctor of the crew. Anyways, the same thing would happen. They would meet Vivi, and dude, honestly, I forgot their Baroque works names. Um, Honestly, the only women names I remember were Valentine, Miss Valentine, and Miss All Sunday. Um, and then I obviously remember Mr. 8, Mr. 5, Mr. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Obviously, their numbers. But I honestly, to God, I remember Mr. 10 is the name of the guy with VV, right? And honestly, I forgot the women's names. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Christmas, whatever the fuck. Um. Anyways, VV and Mr. 10. Yeah, I think it's Mr. 10. I don't know. I know it's double digits. Anyways, same thing would happen. Once they get out, once they get out, obviously Luffy and Nami have the log pose. I feel like Luffy knowing what this is, they wouldn't accidentally break it. But and Crocus would still have his. All right, so oh no, that one points to yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, so now it would be on their way. Obviously they have Vivi and Mr. 10 captured. Oh no. They're just bringing them along for the ride. Same thing would happen. The positive greeting at the I forgot the name of the village. The island. It's such an easy name to remember. It's like one of the names. God, I can't even. Yeah, I can't even recall. But obviously, same thing would happen where they try to like like make everyone, all of the pirates fall asleep, all of the Straw Hats fall asleep. It wouldn't work because Luffy, with his observation of hockey, he can sense feelings. Obviously, he would sense the malice, and obviously he'd be on guard, still joking around, having fun and stuff, and he would still eat, but he just wouldn't eat enough to make him pass out. Obviously Zoro then. Obviously this time Luffy and Zoro wouldn't be fighting each other. Well, eventually they would be taking on the Baroque works. I feel like Luffy, knowing that like Zoro can handle it by himself, he would probably let Zoro handle all the millions, or like billions. I think were the ones. like all the bounty hunters that were attacking them at the start. Um, Once it got to the numbers, I think that's when Luffy would what come in. He would probably fight. He would be fighting regular. He wouldn't be using hockey or any of his devil fruits. Like he doesn't need that, bro. Like he's OP by himself, bro. He's like his base without um his base without hockey or without using any of the devil fruit powers is probably stronger than the canon self during this arc. His canon self during this arc. Like, I mean, come on. He doesn't even have to use gum fruits, bro. Gum powers, bro. He's if flesh, all he needs is flesh, blood. The regular structure of a human, like just his fists, like no tremor fruits, nothing like that, and he's already OP as is. Anyways, um, obviously they'd be getting into a fight. Mr. 8, the 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 brolic bitch, I forgot her name, the really strong chick that was out, that had tried to have a strength test with Zoro and lost. Um, Obviously they would lose. Obviously they wouldn't be killed. I mean, the Straw Hats don't do that. Um, Now it would be on to what's his name? Oh yeah, Mr. Five and Miss Valentine. Um, Obviously they would come. The whole thing with Vivi happens where they find out, oh yeah, she actually has a different identity. She's undercover and stuff, and the same thing with Mr. 8. I forgot his actual name, but he's like one of the retainers for Vivi or something, like one of the bodyguards, whatever. Anyways, yeah, all that would happen. So now Vivi is on the Straw Hat side. Mr. Five, Miss Valentine's treated as literal nothing, dude. Honestly, like, come on, dude, Sanji and Zoro, if they got into a fight, they'd do the same thing that Luffy and Zoro did in canon, where it's like, oh yeah, just regarded as nothing, bro. It's like at this point, well, both of them could get, like, Luffy could slap one and take out the other as well. Like, come on, could flick them in the, I don't know, the shoulder and just take off half their body, bro. Come on. Um. Anyways, so yeah, it would end easy. Nothing to it. Like Luffy's overpowered, and Zoro. I mean, obviously he's strong, not overpowered, but he's he's a little bit stronger than in canon, and compared to the people that they all just faced, like he's still kind of overpowered. All right, now what would we move on to? I think we would move on to the Drum Island arc, because during the trip to Alabasta, Nami would catch that flu or that cold, and so they would need a doctor. All right, now obviously they would go meet the I don't know, the main guard, asked to like go up to the top, like find for the doctors and stuff, you know. Um, I can't really remember this arc too much, man. Um, Everything would happen with Luffy trying to, like, make Chopper warm up to him. Everything with Wapol and defeating him. I feel like it would probably happen around the same time. Uh, I mean, everything's for the most part is the same. I I I would love to explain it in more detail, but this is one of the parts where it's just I completely forgot. Like, it was such a small arc. I love Chopper, but like it's such a small arc. Anyways, they would be friends with uh be become friends with Dr. Correa. Anyways, Chopper would join the crew. Wapul would be defeated. The guy who was the guard, or like the strongest guy. Anyways, he would take over and become like king of that island. Oh no, Korea was something like that. Anyways, now they would move on to going to Alabasta. Obviously, they'd meet Robin. Robin just appears out of nowhere. Luffy, like, oh, hey, yo, she's not a threat. He would notice her right away. She'd be like, oh, so you got, I've heard you got hockey. You're out here with a 50 million bounty type shit. Like we know who you are type thing. Um. Anyways, they would get to the island. Uh. Shit, man. You know what? I'm gonna end it right there with Robin meeting the Straw Hat crew. I'm gonna look up more on the Alabasta arc, like what exactly happens in what order, because it's one of the longest arcs in the whole series. I think the only thing that's even close is like uh Dressrosa, probably Wano as well now, but I think Alabasta is like a tiny bit shorter than Dressrosa, and honestly, I would probably yeah, it's but it's a lot older, so I don't remember too much. Anyways, uh, uh, have a good night or good day. I'm not sure when you are watching this, but this is Big Bimo What Ifs. This has been What If Luffy Was Overpowered Part 2. And peace.